Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Quick to the air is Tagovailoa. It's caught left side by Hill. And this is going to be contained at the 25-yard line. Met and stopped by Alex Highsmith.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. He keeps it and takes off. Big gain, has him across the 40. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
The second straight play, Brock. They're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Rodgers throwing to start it off. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
2nd and 3 now. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Rodgers off the play action. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Rodgers from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. He has it at the 13. He dodged the tackle. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
First down, here's Tua. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover here, but a massive loss on that play as he recovers his own fumble.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become 2, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
2nd down carry for Achane. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving them backwards through the 9. These guys better change up what they're doing on the ground here, Brock, because this defense has seen right through it these last couple of plays.
Yeah, we bang the drum all the time for staying on schedule. This is the epitome of being off schedule.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Tua now from the gun. Hits his running back. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
Took some effort, took some rallying to the ball late, but they got him down before he could move the chains. I expect there a little sense of relief on that defensive sidelines that play didn't hurt them even more.
On again comes Jake Bailey to punt this away. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Steeler offense out ready to go for their 2nd drive. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Play action here with Rodgers. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
The aim of any good play caller, especially early in a game, is to get you a one-on-one coverage. And your job, I say it all the time, your job is to win it. Give some credit to that defense. He's out there in man coverage, does a beautiful job of knocking it away.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
A gain of 5.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. Malik Washington will return this for the Dolphins. He fields this at the 18. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa. Waller with the catch. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this 3rd down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Tagovailoa looking to throw here on 3rd and 1. He's making a bid for it. He is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They get 22 out of that play. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Because once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of them.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. He lofts it deep right side. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He was brought down by Jack Jones. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Rodgers.
I
come through the sack to bring around third down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Throw here, 3rd down. This finds Austin, complete. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. Give him 24 on that play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Warren running between the tackles. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Warren. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple of yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And he puts him there under this one, right side. It's caught by Wilson. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Roman Wilson, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Tua out of the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You can tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Waddle makes the catch. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you. but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect with your teammates.
Tagovailoa on first down. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Handoff running left. It's a champ. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be third down.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
We'll air it out on third. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on third down to execute. And with the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
Jake Bailey on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Steelers offense headed out. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Hits him on the out route. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches. Trying to get outside here with Warren. Has some daylight through the 40. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, well, certainly more exciting for all of us to watch, too.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Now to be caught by Adam Thielen. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Rodgers from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
7-yard gain. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Trying the left side with Warren. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Like that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
To Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 7. Makes it third and 4.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Rodgers to throw. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll get it up to the 27.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long for him here. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time, and that brings up 4th down.
Whether they meant to go to him or is an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for it and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt. Back deep is Williams. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers set to pass. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Trying an inside give to Warren. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now here's Rodgers. Back quickly to Wilson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First down. Here's Rodgers. It is cut left side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll come up on first and 10. Again, Rodgers. Brought in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 16-point ball game. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Dolphins, nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And come off 3 and out, Brock. Really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's complete inside the 35. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
And the Dolphins first down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
First and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30. They motion the tight end over. Tua out of the pistol. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Tua now from the gun. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Motioning the tight end now. 3rd down run from Achane. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there. He's going to get the job done. He's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground here with A.J. Had some room to work, and he took advantage, giving 7.
He is brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Throw was caught. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Riley Patterson on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins cut the lead down to 10.
17. Dolphins 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's him on the in route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
That's what they call staring down the gun barrel. You know as a quarterback, you're about to get absolutely blasted, but you got to deliver an accurate throw just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now it's 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurried throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. A give left side to Warren. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Corliss Waitman on to punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The Miami offense headed out there now. And the touchdowns got to keep coming from him as they still trail here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Washington, the motion man here. 1st down, here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Again, he's under pressure. He goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
Okay, you can give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player in that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force a throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Bailey on now to kick this one away. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
This finds Austin complete. And he's bottled up the line on the final play before the 2-minute warning. It'll be 2nd down and 9, but not just yet. Only a couple of minutes to go in our first half. The Steelers leading the way here in Acrisure. Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of a gain of 8. 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Steelers first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. at the 28-yard line.
Second down now, 7 to go. Rodgers set to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Cut near the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead just before halftime. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with...
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, good thing they reviewed it, because after further examination, the call on the field has changed. Another chance at 6. It's second and goal. Gainwell. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell and stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the upright. And the Steelers take a 3-possession lead.
Steelers 24, Dolphins 7.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Final throw before the break. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. We'll see the Steeler offense first this half as they're headed out now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Jump off, caught by his back. Short pickup to their own 31. Stopped by Chop Robinson.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
2nd down now. They need 7. They toss to Warren, running right. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and long for him here. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On 1st down, Warren is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. Finds him on the slant. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They gain 11 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
Zach Sealer on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They stick with Gainwell. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Rodgers. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. Boswell able to knock it through. And that extends the lead to 20.
Had the lead at the break, and the important thing is really to come out hot in the 2nd half and add to it. Sure, you'd love touchdowns, but you'll take those 3 points as well.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Tua looking to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Let's call the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Games like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
We've set it downs from 37. Quick throw, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Complete to number 17, Jalen Waddle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Complete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Tua off the play fake. Finds his back, Achane. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Complete to Achane. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Tua now from the gun. Down just shy of the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Dolphins.
They go play action with Tagovailoa. This is thrown towards a defender instead, man. He's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's Achane up the middle. Fighting his way through, but he lost the football. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that 1st tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that 1st tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that 2nd hit...
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Trying to pick it up here with Achan. Jukes away from one. Down to the 10. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Devon Achan with the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Dolphins drop the lead back to 13.
Dolphins 14.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. That last touchdown given up cut their lead to 2 scores as they get started here. First and 10 from the 32. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. They run with Warren. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Falls to the ground out left. Incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Their punter making his way out now. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Dolphins and a running back, Devon Achan, getting back to work. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you know that line, time is of the essence? It certainly is in the pocket. Not enough time there to let that play develop down the field, and the 2 were not able to reel it in.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Tua. Dumps it off to Achane. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He has the first over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
It's Achane on the inside give. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
Another Dolphins first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, here's Tua. Running off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Now Tua to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
13 yards on the play.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. An 8-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And he's going to score a touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
Touchdown.
It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Dolphins get it back to within 6.
27. Dolphins 21.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. Connecting with Metcalf again. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. Warren running between the tackles. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. And not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Steelers go up by 12. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for 2.
Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Tight end gets it on the dive. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down to the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, Brock, I love the creativity. Trying to catch him a little bit off guard there, but I'm sure some people seeing that call going to say, just give it to your back and keep it simple.
Might give it to Marshawn in the Super Bowl simple?
I mean, maybe. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah, maybe. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here comes Malik Washington. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. This is ahead for about 5. All down by the first rounder out of Oregon, Derek Harmon.
Well, half the hay is in the barn when you get 5 on 1st down. And now there's such a good spot where you can attack those other 5 yards in any way you want.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. To throw, Tunga Vailoa. Behind the line, he lost that football. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. So crisis averted, partner, but their reward here is a tough third down. Throw here, third down. He lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a fourth down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And hey, we see held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Steelers and Jaylen Warren headed back out there offensively. And they sure surprised us, going for two in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. First down. Here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. He was looking DK Metcalf's way there. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Hits his running back. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. The Steelers up a couple of scores and in control of the football. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Warren here from the gun. And dodged the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. A pickup of 17. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Shoots away from one. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers have likely locked up the win right there. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers go up by 19.
Steelers 40, Dolphins 21.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Eskridge on the return. Escapes the defender. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And all game they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First and 10 from the 32. At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
First down, Tagovailoa to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings up second down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First down.
Quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
Running back motions right. First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. That's for Waddle again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Complete to number 17, Jalen Waddle. A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Now Achane. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up.
At the 16-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Tagovailoa looking to throw here on third and 1. Waddle makes the catch. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now a run with Wright. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They run the counter to Achane. And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing third and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
On third and goal, it's Tagovailoa. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
Facing fourth down, Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit. This is going to be Riley Patterson to do the honors. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Patterson is good. And they get a smidgen closer as it's down to 16.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a two-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Here's Patterson now to kick this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steelers and Jalen Warren heading back out there offensively. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And they're going to have it all the way down to the 25.
It's a gain of 45 yards.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Grant on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
1st and goal, Warren. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers making a 3-score game in the 4th. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers stretch the lead to 23.
Dolphins 24.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua now from the gun. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an applause. Especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Tua off the play fake. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Man in motion here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. We'll take the interception back inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Dude, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
First down now, ball at the 33. Trying it inside, give to Ward. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 33-yard line.
Rodgers set to pass. Dumps it off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll make the lead 26 points.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Here's a screen for Achane. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
It's one thing as a running back to move those chains on the ground. Well, that's what you get paid for. You want to get paid a little bit more? Move those chains as a receiver, as he just did.
They've got first down here from the 36. Tagovailoa off the play fake. That throw behind his intended target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Tua out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. As soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Man in motion, out of the slot. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They go with Warren on the run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league. But that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And they get to him again! Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they're headed out to check on an injured Steeler. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This a 54-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes it a 29-point ball game.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
Now Boswell on to send this away.
Kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Washington now to return. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Tight end in motion left. First down, here's Tua. Well, another catch for Waddle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage. But man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's the backup, 1st throw. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Dolphins putting up points in a game decided.
That's exactly what this offense was dreaming of when they brought him in as a rookie quarterback, showing off that ability to run. And Kate, that's exactly what these defensive coordinators are hoping to not see. Yet another dynamic rookie quarterback who can score with his legs.
Patterson on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Dolphins trail by 22 now.
53. Dolphins 31.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. First and 10 from the 43. A give here to Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Hey, Kate, you want to know how crazy your partner is next to you? I would love to take a fan right out of these stands and put them there on that play, just so they could feel what a 5-yard run feels like. Because it may not look like anything on the stat sheet, but I promise you if the average person felt the pain of what a 5-yard gain was, they'd have a whole new perspective.
On second down, Warren. And that's good for a few. He brings up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
From the gun, into Gainwell. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense that just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference.